On this week's episode, the robot goes to Florida, and he has got a great story of why you should or shouldn't do certain things when you travel.
And it only takes like half an hour to get through it, but it's worth it.
Is it worth it? Do I put anybody down?
No, you did a good job, actually. The only thing that I think you missed on was you forgot to pay for my way to go to Florida with you.
I told you could come down. I did. I paid for your way. All you gotta do is get on the airplane. I got you. I got you covered in the Airbnb. I'll cover your golf. Let's go.
Sure. Yeah.
Get on the plane.
But you just said that today. It's too late. You should have said it a month ago. Hey, you want to go?
Listen to the show. Apparently, it's not too late.
Okay.
Welcome to the Don't Know Show. This is the show where you can escape reality. That's right. Ignore all that shit that's going on out there. Who cares what Biden drugs he took to be alive? Did you see that the title on that? It's like, wow, if Joe Biden was like that, he'd actually be good. So I don't know what they gave him to get him up for the State of the Union speech, but he was on it. He could be like that all the time. It'd be more fun. But we're going to talk about what we've noticed going on in the world today. And I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott. And this tale of how bad life decisions led to Steve talking about politics on our show.
Yes, because I'm a robot. That's right. I'm a really good robot. People say, you're not a robot. I go, no, I'm a really good robot.
But anyway,
so you're watching
it was a bad life decision.
And
we're watching a podcast, a live stream, Twitch show, and all that fun stuff. Yeah, down here.
What happened.world? Scott's going to put the link on.
What happened.world?
That's right. We're a .world. We're not a .com. We're not a .net. We're not a .org. We're a .world. What happened?
And we're not playing connect the dots either.
What happened, world? So we're going to start off by talking about the pictures behind us, and then we will go on to what we think is interesting and escapey and all kinds of other things about what's happened in the past week and maybe what's going to happen going forward.
Now, of course, that entails that you mean we're thinking about things.
It entitles us to think about things too.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh, lost your vocals. I'm not hearing you. Are you hearing me? Or are you playing games with me? All right, hang on. Hello. All right, I'm sorry, folks. It looks like Steve disconnected somehow. He lost his connection. So there, he's back. Nope, still don't hear you. Are you hearing me? Go thumbs up if you're hearing me. Thumbs down on me. No. Okay. Hang on. I'm going to take these off to see if it is my earbuds. It shouldn't be because it was working perfectly fine.
It's back now. It was because I got a phone call. I tried to merge the call in. Because I had a phone call. I tried to merge the call in.
Oh, there we go. Yep, because now they're working. Just has to put them in the box.
I tried to merge the call in. Okay, so now, unfortunately, you're on. You're not on speaker anymore. Shoot.
Bang.
Now I'm not fix that. So now I can't hear you.
That's sad. I hear you.
But I can't hear you. Shoot.
Bang. Uh-oh. All right, let's try again. All right, we're re-inviting Steve. See, this nice thing about when Steve goes on trips and stuff, he doesn't bring a laptop like a smart boy. Okay, I'm still not hearing anything.
Did I break it?
Oh, there you go.
Okay, I broke it. I was trying to get Jenny. Jenny was calling me. I was trying to get her on the air, but I couldn't because I'm on the phone. Darn it.
Oh.
Dang it. When people get a chance to call me. But so back to what we were talking about. What were we talking about?
Wait. Wouldn't that be life or reality?
The picture's behind us so you can escape. So what's going on?
Okay. Well, what's going on behind you, Steve? You look like you are not at home.
I am not at home. I am in Florida. And I am the only one here in Florida. And I barely made it to Florida as it is. Southwest Airlines sucks. And I can say that because here's what they did to me. Okay. When Peggy traveled down to Orlando and Courtney, last time they went down here, they lost their luggage.
Okay, I
So for the
remember
whole
that.
trip that they were down in Orlando, they didn't have the luggage. Now, yesterday, I fly in a day early because of the fact that I'm coming from, Las Vegas, West Coast,
Right.
to the East Coast. So we lose 3 hours traveling. Plus, then it's daylight savings time, Saturday night, Sunday
Wait,
morning.
you
Daylight
made it
savings
plural.
time.
That was bad. Yep. Naughty, naughty.
Yeah, daylight savings time.
You said it again.
I
There's
know because
no S.
I know you're a funny guy, Scott. YOU apostrophe RE. You are.
That's correct.
YOUR. You spell it YOUR. Your.
Your.
But so losing 4 hours, I need to get here a day at a time. And
Yes.
it's the weekend. I mean, we're it's not like I gotta take an extra day off work or anything. You just travel on Saturday. So I traveled on Saturday. My second flight coming into Orlando, that's when Southwest started having problems again. They're going to blame it on the weather, but I'm going to blame it on their stupid computer system not having crews in the right place because of how they've got an old computer system that they said they were going to fix. But once the crews start getting messed up, when flights aren't getting in, then they can't fly the planes because they don't have enough people.
Right.
So my second flight got delayed by 3 hours. At one point, they had it was supposed to leave at 2:15 and get in at like 6 o'clock. Then they had it leaving at 3 o'clock and coming in at 7 o'clock. Then they had it leaving at 9:30 p.m. and coming in at 1:17 the next morning. Then they got us back out of there somewhere around 4, and I got in around 9 or whatever. But that's a long day.
Yes.
So we do that. We get in. So I'm here, and I go to my hotel and then pick up the van and get ready to pick up the boys the next day at the airport when they fly in. So they call me. They're at Midway Airport ready to leave. And our flight's delayed about an hour. Okay. Flight's delayed about 2 hours. Okay. I look, I track it. Flight's canceled. They just canceled the flight. So like, well, how do we get to Orlando? They go, well, you don't. They said, we could book you tomorrow to Tampa Bay. That's hour and a half west of Orlando. So they said, okay, fine, give us our luggage and we'll come back tomorrow and we'll go. Oh, no, you can't have your luggage.
Of course
we're
not.
going to send
It's not your luggage anymore. It's ours.
We're going to send your luggage to Orlando. Well, if my luggage can go to Orlando, why don't you put me on a plane that has my luggage and I'll go to Orlando with it?
Sounds like a good idea.
Like, well, it doesn't work that way. Like, what? They go, well, not everybody takes luggage and fills it up. So where there's extra space, we'll start throwing it on. So your luggage should be there by, now this is Sunday, should be there by Tuesday morning at the Orlando airport.
Okay.
Well, they have their golf clubs with them. So their golf clubs and their suitcase. So all they have is their carry-on. So they got in the car. They drove back to my brother-in-law John's house. They're going to wake up at 2 a.m, drive to Midway Airport, fly to Tampa Bay. I will wake up and drive the hour and a half or 2 hours or whatever. I don't even know what it's going to be in the morning. I don't know what kind of traffic there is. Right now, it's only an hour and 15 minutes. This afternoon, it was 2 hours. So who knows which one of those two I'm going to get.
Right.
So I will get up and I will drive and I will pick them up in Tampa Bay. Then we'll drive back. So needless to say, they won't have their golf clubs because we have to go to the Orlando airport. They won't have their golf clubs or any clothing. So they have to pack extra clothing in their carry-on for Monday. So who knows what we're going to do Monday. Maybe we'll do like a miniature golf or something. I don't know. But we had to cancel our Monday golf. So yeah, that sucked. But what do you mean you can't have the luggage back? Okay, well, why don't you just put it on the Orlando flight, which is 12 hours from now, because it's on a plane that's not going anywhere. So it's not like they put it on a plane that's going. So when you take it off, put it on our flight. No, it doesn't work that way. We will send it to the Orlando airport and you will go get it. Well, what if I cancel my flight? Well, then you can come back and pick it up here at O'Hare when we find it. So then they wouldn't have golf clubs at all. So now they're going to take a chance and see if they can get the golf clubs. But yeah, Southwest, all the airlines are suffering right now. I don't know if you've seen the comedians ripping on, I think it's the American airline president. American airline president got up in front of shareholders and he said, we are going to diversify. We are going to hire minorities. We are going to hire women and as pilots. And the comedians are all going, could you just hire like the best pilot? We would like the best person in the cockpit to fly the plane. Why don't we hire the best pilots? How about that? How about putting the best people in the seat as opposed to some kind of quota? So it's like, okay. But yeah, so the airline industry is in trouble. Which brings us to the Bright Line. The Bright Line is a high-speed train. And right now they have one that goes from Orlando to Miami. They're building one that's going to go from Las Vegas to LA. So well, 5 years or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
So the one to Orlando still takes 2.5 hours to get there because it only goes like 120.
Okay.
It only takes like 5 hours to drive, no less, like 4 hours to drive. And they charge $50 a person. No, it's more than that. $80 a person. And it goes up from there depending on whether it's busy or not, because they have surge price.
Yeah. I was gonna bring that up tonight too.
So well, we can get into that. But I bought one of the cheeseburgers, by the way, so we'll get to that. Yeah, so they're talking about the one from Vegas to California. I can't see this being the right price, but they were saying the tickets will be $400 one way.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
You can fly for $400 one way. At that point, if you've got a family of, let's say, 4, you could charter a jet for that. You can get on one of those jet charters.
Right.
So I'm like, not happening. So yeah, so hopefully everybody will be here tomorrow, and then we can golf Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, with Wednesday being the only day slated as rain. But that's why I'm in this house, and it's all alone.
Which is awesome. No interruptions.
So what I did was I picked my bedroom, and I took off all my clothes, and I got in each one of their beds and took a picture. So I'm not going to tell them till they get in here, and then afterwards go, oh, I took some pictures of the rooms beforehand with me in their bed naked.
Okay. You think they really need to see pictures of you naked?
Well, I got the blanket over my. I only needed like a washcloth. I actually only needed like an eyeglass wipey thingy, but yeah, I covered myself. But yeah, so and I got the sheets pulled down and everything, so I'm under the sheets, rubbing my butt like this.
Perfect.
So they'll see those pictures.
Did you remake the beds?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll show them those pictures.
You just wait till they find out that you talked about it on the show.
They don't watch the show, or they're sleeping. So Dakota's at a wedding, and then Jim, John, and Danny should be sleeping because they got to wake up at 2 a.m. or trying to sleep. So I've been having fun.
There you go.
So that's been I've eaten at Portillo's twice.
Oh, they got Portillo's in Florida?
Yeah, they got 3 here in Orlando area. And Dick Portillo has actually been down here and visited them. I haven't one of the managers
in a long time.
And there's I don't know if you know who Edward Don is. It's a very regional like hand soap dispenser, soap supply. Yeah. But the bathroom supplies like paper towels and towel things and stuff like that, and the soap machines and stuff like that. They have Edward Don. Well, it's just Don, but they have those soap dispensers in the bathrooms. I thought that was funny.
Yep, I remember those.
So yeah, being a Chicago company, they're down there. So then today I pull out of the one between here and the airport, and there's a White Castle's in the parking lot. Ooh. So I think tomorrow I might have to give me some White Castles. I might show up to the airport with a suitcase full. I don't know how well they'll travel, but
yeah, but they're not the double cheeseburgers. Those are the best.
I just like the hamburgers. So I've been having fun. Oh, and then we're gonna bring poker chips down,
Okay.
but my poker chips, I got good poker chips. They weigh 15 pounds,
Ooh.
right?
Yeah,
Because they're
that's
the real
heavy.
clay ones, not the plastic ones.
Yeah. Right.
So I said, you know what? How hard is it going to be? Walmart sells them. They sell 100 for like $3.
Yeah.
So I'll order up
The
5
cheap
packs.
plastic ones, right?
Yeah, I'll order up 5 packs. So I go to Walmart. So I go, well, I got those chips. I might as well buy 2 new decks of cards and let's buy myself a 12-pack of Monster. So the guy comes out and he has the 12-pack of Monster and he's got a bag tucked in the handle with the 2 cards. And he goes, here's your order. I go, that's not my whole order. I go, where's the poker chips? He goes, let me see the bag. They must be in there. I go, okay, but they're not 5 poker chips. They're 5 packs of 100 poker chips. So they'd be bigger. Oh yeah. We went and tried to find them. We were going to replace them, go on the shelf. We didn't have any. So see you later. I go, what? He didn't say see you later. He says, you got to call 1-800 Walmart and get a refund. So I call 1-800 Walmart. I go, hey, they just gave me my order. They didn't have it. They said they can't do anything about it. They close the order off. You guys have to give me a refund. Oh, okay, here's your refund. So I'm like, okay, fine. Well, there's another Walmart 8 minutes away. So I go to that Walmart and they're remodeling the Walmart. So it says on the app, it says here they are, they're in aisle K7. Oh, cool. So I go inside. It's all new. The floors, you can tell they just repolished the floor.
Right.
It's all now gondolas and everything, and it's all cleaned up. And they don't even have the labels for the aisles. They got the numbers, but not what's in them.
Okay.
It's all food now. So they don't have any toys or poker chips or anything. So couldn't get them there. So there's a dollar store across parking lot. So I walk across parking lot to that, no poker chips. So I'm like, okay, fine. So then I'm driving, I don't know where I was driving to, but I saw a Dollar Tree. Oh, I was driving, yeah. So I went to a Dollar Tree and I found three 80s. So I got 3 packs of 80, but they're only $1.25.
Okay.
So then Peggy went to the Dollar Tree in Vegas. They had 1 pack. So she got a pack. So I got 4 packs. Dakota's going to bring that with him tomorrow. So we will have poker chips.
There you go.
So I have toured Orlando and I've seen Dollar Trees. I should have just ordered them, the expensive ones, for $29 from Target.
Well, yeah, for the
Ready in
amount of
2
time
hours.
and money you spent driving around, sure.
Yeah, exactly. But everybody's like, oh, they'll have them everywhere. Just pick them up. No, I probably should have went to Walgreens. I bet you Walgreens probably has them.
I would say so.
But with the luck I was having, I wasn't ready to pull over anymore. I was like, I'm done. So I went back and had Portillo's and drowned my sorrows in food.
Did you share your Portillo's with any lizards?
No, there were no lizards.
No lizards in Orlando?
Now it's so built up in these areas now.
Man, that's the
No.
one thing I remember when we went down there. You couldn't go anywhere. They'd get in your room because they could squeeze through
Well, yeah,
the door.
there might be some here coming up on the golf course because we're on a golf course,
Right.
which we are going to golf on Tuesday or Thursday. I don't know what day.
I
But
mean,
yeah, there might
personally,
be
they're
back there.
cute and adorable, so I don't care. But some people really
Yeah,
freak out.
and there's a pool. There's a pool back here, so I was gonna do that, like sit out on the deck and have the pool in the background.
Yep.
But there's no lights out here, so if I turn the lights on the deck, you'd see me, and it'd just be black behind me.
Yeah.
So it was kind of, I was like, yeah, that's got, and it's a screened-in patio, so there won't be bugs. So that's good.
Well,
Yeah.
time change. We actually it was still daylight when we started the show here. So
Oh no, it's pitch
dark.
black here. It's pitch black here. It was gray at best. Well, I showed you. I turned the thing around and you saw it was dark.
Which makes
But yeah,
no
so
sense.
that's been my
If
3 days.
if we're still light here, you should be still light there. You should be light for.
I am on the leading edge of the Eastern time zone.
Oh, that's right.
And
You're
you are
Eastern
on,
right now. I'm
you're on
thinking
the
Las
trailing
Vegas. Sorry.
edge. And you're on the trailing edge of the central
Right.
central time. So here's how time zone works, Scott. The sun
I got
rises in the
confused about where
east
you were.
and goes to the west. Okay.
Only
So
in
that
your
means
imagination, Steve.
So that means the Atlantic Ocean sees the sun before Delavan, Wisconsin sees the sun.
Oh, that's not necessarily true.
That is true. That's 100%
No,
true.
no, I can see the sun
Okay,
on the internet.
Flatlander. Okay, Flatlander. World's not flat.
I can see the sun on the internet anytime I
So
want to see it.
I'm going to show you the moon right now if you don't knock it off.
We'll get in trouble, remember?
Yeah, I know. No nudity, no implied nudity.
Yeah, and that would be for sure.
So that's the picture behind me. That's a
Yeah,
lot.
not bad. 25 minutes worth. Not bad at all.
So what is your picture behind you?
Oh, Jeannie's here. Hi, and Peggy's here both. Hi, guys.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So one more thing about Florida. On Tuesday, Jeannie's leaving for Florida. Hopefully, they don't have the problems with the flights like I did. So I don't know if she heard that or not. Well, like I said, my flight was delayed. Well, last year, I don't know if you remember when we flew, we landed in Jacksonville. They couldn't land in Orlando, so they flew to Jacksonville. Jacksonville is farther east, but the storms were south. So Jacksonville was north of the storms.
Sure.
And I'm like,
that would make sense.
Like, oh God. So yeah, so we landed in Jacksonville last year. So I know every year that these flights are going to get screwed up. But when it gets really busy like this and things start messing up, Southwest cannot handle it. Not at all.
Okay. Here's what I took from your entire story. How many people are in your group? Okay. Why didn't you just get a private jet?
We're not coming from the same place.
Oh. Okay.
Vegas, Indiana, and Chicago. You know how much that would cost to land in all the different places?
Okay. He goes, what?
No. Yeah. Cousins, Indiana. Brother-in-laws are in Chicago, and Dakota and I are in Las Vegas.
All right. Here's what you need to do. You need to win the
lottery. And if you want to drive down, you want to drive down tomorrow, you can meet him at Midway, and you can fly down with him, and you can come golfing with us.
God.
There's plenty of room.
You couldn't pay me to go out of Midway.
There's plenty of room. There's plenty of room here. It's a beautiful house.
Yes, we said your name. We said you were here. You and Peggy are both here listening to the show.
Yeah.
We weren't sure you were going to be here because of all the stuff going on.
Yeah, tournaments and stuff like that. But cool. So buttons on your underwear. Go ahead, yawn.
Quite welcome.
Go ahead, yawn. So let's talk about the pretty flowers behind you there.
I have pretty flowers behind me, don't I?
Yes. Why?
Well, basically, I did a flower delivery for a friend of mine who couldn't get them to his daughter for her 40th birthday, so I took them there.
Did he buy them and arrange them, or buy them?
He just bought them. I picked them up and dropped them off.
So baby's breath. What's the yellow stuff? Is that baby's breath also? The white's baby's breath. What's the yellow stuff?
No, I can't remember the name of it. Susie could tell you what it is. These are obviously,
ferns. Call it fern.
Yeah, right.
Obviously ferns.
Right. And everything else is roses.
Roses. Red roses, pink roses, and orange roses. Are they orange or are they
they're peach? Peach.
Yep. Peach.
Cool. So pink, red, and peach. Because, she's just so peachy.
I forgot what they meant. We did that on one of our shows.
Yes,
am I worthy and all that other stuff. And
right. Red was like love. Yellow was like friendship. White was like,
Am I worthy?
Yeah.
No, am I worthy?
Stuff like that. You're not worthy?
Or I'm not worthy? Am I worthy? I don't remember.
You're cool. I'm not worthy. Yeah, I remember that movie.
Yeah. Yeah, that's you.
Yeah.
So what else is going on then?
Okay, well, now I suppose we should do our genuine positivity.
Okay. So surge pricing.
Surge pricing, yes.
You want to talk about surge pricing? So we talked about Wendy's, how they said it, then they retracted it, and then they came up with the March Madness cheeseburgers and that.
Yes.
Well, outside of every Walmart here that I went to, since I went on a tour, there's a Wendy's in the parking lot. So I said, screw it. So I downloaded the app and I got myself a $2 cheeseburger. It's the regular burger with 2 patties and
Right?
2 pieces of cheese and the lettuce and the tomato and the onions and the ketchup and all that crap. And for $2, and you don't have to buy anything else.
It's
They
insane.
yeah, it's not required a minimum $2 purchase, $2 additional dollars or buy another item or anything. But
Yep.
I did buy a Frosty.
I get Frosties for free.
You know where I could go with that, right? Yeah, you get frosted out all the time.
We have little cards that you buy every year for now they went up to $3, but
Oh, the mini
for,
Frosties? You
yeah, you
pull
get
up?
free mini Frosties.
Yeah.
So, bloop.
Cool.
Goobers jumped into my lap and
And jumped up.
no, I kept petting him. Then I tossed him over there because I
Yeah.
can't move if he's in my lap.
Pick him up. Show everybody.
All right, Goobs, come on.
Well, no, I mean, when he's on your lap. You got him again.
Hang on. Here, look. Say hi, Goobers.
Hi, Goobers. He can't hear me. It's in your headphones.
He can hear you.
So now is it time for the genuine?
No, we actually have plenty of time because we started early, but we've actually been doing the show for half an hour already.
That's what I said. It's time for a genuine positivity message.
Well, if we're going to end early, sure. So, but I wasn't done with the surge pricing yet.
Oh, you're not done with the surge pricing? Why? Are you going to surge price now?
No, although I have considered it because everybody wants the same time. They always want basically Saturday from like 1 till 3, and then from 9 till 11. Then the bus sits. If you don't make enough money doing that, which is why we fixed the price schedule that they have to have a minimum of 3 hours on each end, which helps. But what I was going to is Live Nation wants to do surge pricing for their concerts at Alpine Valley. And people are going ape shit because it's like, we budget X amount of dollars to go to the show. And then you say, oh, because we're selling a whole bunch today, you're going to charge us more just because you're selling a bunch today. The concert's not for another 4 months,
Right. And then the scalpers make even more money.
Exactly. So
what they need to do is they need to eliminate scalping, and they need to have the people who are buying the ticket. But then you can't buy tickets as gifts, and I get it, but they need to fix that.
But the interesting thing is there are now 9 concerts booked at Alpine this year.
Oh, that's better.
Much better. That's the biggest it's ever since I've done this.
Anybody we know?
Of course, Hootie and the Blowfish, Fish, Noah Kahan.
Did you stutter?
No.
You said Hootie and the Blowfish fish.
I see what you're saying there. Yeah. Hootie is here for 1 night. Fish is here for 3 nights.
Is Hootie there or Darius Rucker there?
It just says Hootie and the Blowfish. So.
Oh, okay. So that's not Darius
Rucker,
Rucker.
I would assume. Right.
Yeah.
Then the Avid brothers, Jason Aldean. I feel like
Avid?
Avett, Avett.
I don't know them.
I didn't know them either. I did not know who Noah Kahan was, but literally the concert shows up at Alpine, and all of a sudden they start playing him on the radio. It's like, oh, okay, he's pretty good.
Well, they were playing him before. You just didn't notice it. It's like when you buy a car. All of a sudden you recognize that car.
So, but yeah, that's probably true too.
It's 100% true.
But but as a DJ, when I'm doing shows and I get requests, that request has never come up.
Oh, and now it's being requested?
Now it's being requested. The daddy-daughter dance.
Well, that's not what you said. You said that you're hearing it on the radio.
That also, but it's
they might be trying to pub it for the concert.
Yes.
So
yeah. But anyway, it was.
So you're going to start surge pricing. You heard it here first, folks. Why drive limos? Going to surge price.
If we get a whole bunch of people, we'll drop our prices. If we get nobody, we're going to increase our prices. Wait,
right.
That's backwards. You
can do a reverse. Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah.
It would be a gimmick. We're going to reverse surge price.
Right.
The more people that sign up, the cheaper it gets.
So, back when I first started doing this and I was trying to do Brewers Cubs games, and I wasn't getting enough people, I thought I'd discount it. But then if I did that and the people said, hey, I only paid X amount of dollars, then everybody would be pissed off. So I never did it. It's not worth the headache.
Yep. Besides, it's so hard to cook fish on a grill.
No, it's not.
You said it's not worth the headache.
I did not, but that's a nice try.
You don't even know what you're saying.
Hey, wait a minute. That's from the movie Night and Day.
With me, without me. With me, without me.
Yeah, but it's whatever, the husband or the father and mother at the house. Yeah, that was where that all came from. You don't know what you're doing on that thing.
Whatever.
All right, so what's next, Steve? Oh, genuine positive message. Now we can do it.
Is it a GPM time?
Enough time. It is.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, live from Delavan, Wisconsin, which is west of Milwaukee, which Scott will correct me, it's not west of Milwaukee. Although it is where the tornado went through last week. Did you hear the sirens?
Oh, hell yes.
How come you never responded back to my text? How come you didn't put a picture? How come you didn't put again, I didn't get it. How come you didn't put a picture up of the tornado?
We did not see the tornado. Did not see the tornado, but we had hail almost an inch thick on our deck.
Oh, hail.
Yes, I thought you mentioned that. You saw that. I sent that.
They said it would be a cold day in hell. No, I didn't make that.
Oh, somebody said, oh, hail. Nope. Yeah, whatever. Oh, hail. So anyway.
So okay, go away and bring in Funguy The Entertainer.
I am not going to do that. I'm going to premise this genuine positivity message with this warning. I did it at 2:00 in the morning. So
you run out of time? Did you just call me? I'll do a genuine positivity message.
No, I was like, I couldn't sleep. I'm like, well, I was doing something else on the computer.
Life's too short. Treat every day like you're on vacation, even when you're working. Let things go.
Anyway, letting the bad things in life roll off your shoulder works best if you then remember the good stuff that you shared with others who have trouble shedding their bad stuff.
Okay, dude, I did not read the GPM. Mine was pretty close.
Pretty close.
How did that happen? Okay, folks, I get a little bit closer to Scott in time zones, and all of a sudden, we're mind melding. That was crazy.
As long as you don't use any weird proby things. So, anyways.
You mind meld this way.
Yes.
Up against the
it's like this. Yeah. So, anywho's, I'm debating which one of your subjects to go with. There are so many here. I mean, it's just all right, folks. Well, you guys,
so the top, you could share it. The top ones are the ones that are time sensitive. The bottom ones are just stupid things that in case
whatever. Exactly.
Yeah. And so, sometimes I start peeling those off. Scott, you on?
This first one you have on here is the actual one that is kind of interesting because I saw the same article you did. Well, probably from a different source, but the Tosh Pork in Tennessee thing.
Okay, well, we talked about this. When an article hits, it's the same article on every news outlet, even the misspellings.
And a lot of times that is correct. Yep.
Not a lot of times, every time. If it's a major story, that all of them pick up, they pick up the same copy. They don't go through and proofread and correct it.
Yeah, which is just stupid.
Same story.
The amount of money they're making, they could spend that extra 5 freaking minutes to proofread it. How hard is that?
Or they let AI proofread it. But then there are programs that detect that AI wrote it. But now there are AI programs that rewrite it so that it's not detectable by the AI detectors. So you can have AI write it and then have AI correct it so you don't know that it was written by AI.
Go finger.
Well, wait, let me get this really right. AI can write something that you can put through an AI detector that could figure out that it's AI, or you could run it through a AI that could rewrite it so that the AI detector can't detect that it was AI.
You're giving me a headache, Steve.
Aye,
Aye, mate. So,
yes.
no,
So
aye, Captain. That's it. Yeah.
aye, mateys. Who lives in the what? Oh, shit, under the sea? Who lives in a bottle?
It's
Who lives in
pineapple. Who lives in a pineapple
pineapple?
under the sea? SpongeBob SquarePants. Yeah. And I
There's
don't
a
even watch the
pineapple.
show, and I know that.
There's a pineapple here somewhere. I couldn't
So,
think of it.
but anyway, this is the one thing that I got a kick out of with Steve. He says, this is right out of the Godfather movies because they take a pig head and leave it on the guy's bed like in the movie.
So, well, no, okay. So tell the story first.
All right. This place has a problem with wanting to pay their employees properly.
What place?
So, Tosh Pork, which is in Tennessee.
It's a pork producer.
Yes,
it's a pork assembly line where they have live hogs come in, they slaughter the hogs, and they make pork.
Yes.
Product. You know, like sausages and stuff like that. So they have access to whole pigs.
Yes.
And it's unsafe. And the employees are trying to go in there and go, say, I told you I don't need this subject. The employees are trying to go in there and they're trying to say, hey, this is unsafe, but if they're whistleblowers, the company, they're not supposed to retaliate. It's against the law to retaliate. However, this retaliation for this one is so blatant, it's not even funny. So a guy goes into the office to complain about the unsafe work conditions. When he goes back to the line and he goes to his workstation, what does he find in the workstation, Scott?
A severed pig head.
A severed pork head. A severed pig head. Do you remember that from The Godfather?
I certainly do. The whole horse head.
Yeah, so the guy loved his horses. It was at the foot of the bed. It wasn't like the guy walked in and
they did
was there and he looked at. He was asleep. He was asleep.
Right. I was going to say he was sleepy, and they snuck in there. Well, they got him drunk, if I recall correctly, so he slept through it.
Yeah, so he wakes up and there's blood on the sheets, is what you see first.
Right.
And then he starts pulling it down, and then he pulls his hand out, and blood like soaked it. Then he lowers it down further, and there's blood on, like, he's just like soaked blood on his hip and his legs and all that. And then he goes all the way down and flips it over, and then there's the his prize horse.
Yep.
The head in bed with him, which is pretty gross. He's like,
yes.
It's great.
Yeah, try not to scream. Yeah, nothing. It doesn't come through. You peek out.
On my phone.
Yeah. So I can scream now and not peek out because I fixed it.
Yeah, well, I can do it on my computer right now. I'm not on a computer. I'm on my phone in Florida.
Floridia. I don't know why you people keep calling it the wrong name. It's Floridia, where the Floridians live.
Yeah, I'm in Kissimmee, but I'm actually not in Kissimmee. But if you put the address up, it's Kissimmee. But it's actually
it's got a Kissimmee or Kissimmee. It's got a Kissimmee mailing address, but it's in a different town. Yeah,
it's weird. So if you search it on the map,
my property is actually in the town of Sharon, but it has a Delavan mailing address.
Yeah, you're weird. Sharon!
Oh, hey, that one went through. No.
Sharon! Who's that an impersonation of?
I don't remember I don't remember Sharon.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh, that's why.
From his TV show. When he was yelling for his wife, Sharon Osbourne. But you don't have to watch these things to know this stuff.
Well, that's true.
How about the time they threw the ham over the fence into the neighbor's yard?
I have no clue about any of that stuff.
It was in the news. It was on their TV show. It was in the news. And they couldn't deny it because it was on their TV show.
The only thing I remember is that, if I recall correctly, Ozzy Osbourne does Crazy Train and he eats bat heads. That's all I know really about him. So
one time. What Ozzy Osbourne does, he talks like this. And then when he sings, you can understand him.
Okay.
But when he talks, you can't understand him.
Hence, he screams for Sharon to come and translate for the people. Okay, I get it.
No, he when he sings it, but whatever. All right, so that was that show subject. What's the next show subject?
Well, it says something about Fisker Auto being in trouble again.
Oh,
Oh, I
Fisker,
remember this one. That's one where they built this really awesome car for a lot of money, and
300,000, wasn't it? Like two something.
but they weren't even able to ship to the people who had paid them when they came up with another batch for cheaper money. Yes, I remember that.
Well, now that they're actually producing it, they're losing. I've got how many millions of dollars? I have the numbers there, but they got another round of financing, but the round of financing won't make it through this year because they're losing so much money that they didn't even make what they're losing. So they
Right.
needed to raise
Okay.
the money for what they
Hang
were
on.
losing.
I must interrupt you, Steve, because technically you're mixing two different subjects together. Fisker Auto has none of that information, but Polestar has that information.
Oh, is it Polestar?
Yep, Polestar is doing just as bad with $1 billion plus in losses over the past
Oh,
2
it's
years.
Polestar. Okay.
And they're just raised enough money, which still left them 350 million short. Uh-oh, Piscadios.
Yeah.
See,
So
that's the cool thing. I actually
all
get to correct Steve, and I'm right. Woo-hoo!
yeah, because of my notes.
Yep.
Yeah, that's like Elon Musk is like going, yeah, Rivian will be out of business this year too. See, that's what sucks with these people buying these cars and then they go out of business. I forget, is Ford, is the Mach-E they stopped producing or something like that? I forget what it is, but they stopped producing some electric car, but they stopped
Okay.
servicing for 10 years, but after 10 years, you're done. No one has to service it.
Okay.
So if they're not making the parts and they're not doing it, you got these cars that you paid a lot of money for that are pretty much worthless if they break.
Yes. And just to let you know right now, a car that is 10 years old, you're still getting 50% of its value as resale right now, which is stupid.
Well, that's why you want to buy cars that are 10 years old because you want someone else to take the depreciation hit. That's going to start evening out.
Yeah. Because one of the things that just freaked me out is we don't do enough weekday business to make the buses pay for themselves if we pay X amount of dollars for a vehicle, right? So we usually buy a vehicle that's between 11 and 15 years old because we can get them at a steal. And not really, but
You get
yes.
them at a good price.
Now, here's what's really asinine. My 1999 bus, I would like to replace because it's a 1999. That means it is, not young.
25 years old.
Right. I went online and that bus is still available online for what I paid for it. And it's old.
Crazy?
I'm not going to pay $25,000 for a vehicle this old.
And you've had it for how long?
I've had it for 15 years.
Yeah, you've had it for 15. So you drove a vehicle for 15 years and can get every dime out of it that you paid for it. Not every dime you put into it because the maintenance and all that stuff has been very expensive.
Of course, right.
However,
pretty close.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But not necessarily true because if I'm selling it here and it's a California bus that still has very little rust. It's just now getting rust because it's been here for 15 years, but we don't use it in the winter very often, right? So it's in pretty decent shape. However, people around here, if I got $5,000, I'd probably be lucky. If I was, elsewhere, it's another story. Like we were looking at 1997 buses, school buses, selling for $13,000, and I'm like, that's insane. So because I wanted to buy another 11-year-old bus. Now I should be able to buy an 11-year-old bus for around $20,000 because it's 11 years old, and they usually buses get used. It's not like a car where you get in and you drive to work. Buses, hours and hours and hours driving.
The job of the bus is to drive.
That's correct. So it's just, I can't afford to pay $50,000 for an 11-year-old bus. I just can't.
Yeah, that's crazy. You buy 2.5 of them from before.
Yep. But anywho, such is life.
Such is life. So what do I have for another subject?
Well, let's see. Cool things to 3D print. No, I don't want to do that one because it requires sharing. I don't. Yes, I'm capable of sharing now, but
that's fine. It's all good.
Yeah. Ooh, Ooh, would you live in a shipping container, Steve?
I would. I would. We actually
Oh,
had a shipping container when I lived in Pahrump. It had it as like a shed. It was pretty cool. I like shipping containers. You're gonna have to share this stuff. This requires sharing.
yeah, I realized that after I started going like, hang on. I want to see
This
if
requires
this
sharing
works.
too.
Yep,
Yeah, check
this
these
will
out though.
work.
This is using a shipping container for structure at the most loose possible definition of a frame. But
All
look at
right.
that. That's all shipping containers.
Right.
How cool does that
Obviously,
look?
obviously, this is not one that you buy for $1,000.
Yeah, well, the shipping
This is
container is,
well,
and
yeah.
they cut it apart and they cut windows in it and holes in it and put two together and
Yep.
stack them on top of each other. Look at that. That was too far
Y-
away. You can't really see it.
Yeah, I was just wondering if there was if there isn't.
There are some bigger
But
shoes. Look at the
yep,
interiors on these things.
this is an Airbnb now.
Yeah, so they're just using it, as a frame, and then where those poles are is just the corners of the because the shipping container really is a metal cube, right? It's an I-beam cube,
That
and
is
then they
correct.
just put the corrugated walls around each of the sides. So
Yep.
you're really just using it for the support structure. But these don't look like shipping containers, do they?
They certainly do
Look
not.
at this one. Look at the glow house.
Yep.
How
In
cool is that?
California.
You go out there and the telescope on the roof and stuff like that. You
Yep.
know, look at the inside. I mean, that does not look like a container. The
It
drywall.
certainly does not. So
I
now
still going.
we've discussed on many times that Susie likes to watch all these shows,
Yep.
and they had the tiny home thing where they were using shipping containers, and none of them
Yeah.
look like this. They look
Well,
like a mobile home.
they're using multiple shipping containers. That one's got three on top.
Yep.
The woodside container home.
Oh, look at that. That's an Ohio.
Yeah.
It's a shame they don't have the
Look
prices on
at
these.
the kitchen.
Yeah, it's insane. All right.
Look at the
What
bathroom.
would you use one of those tubs, Steve?
All day long, man.
You know, I told Susie that if it's one of the things that makes it so she thinks we might actually move. Because if we move and get a smaller house and stuff, that's what I want. Because
I
I
would do
absolutely despise sitting in the damn bathtub I have now.
I would do a horse trough.
Well, yeah,
I mean, that's
except that
what when we were doing football and that in the workout rooms, that's what we
right,
had. This one's
sure,
cool. I like the way they use the doors for the hallway.
exactly. It is pretty
You can
cool.
open them up and go into the rooms. But look at
Well,
that.
that's in Australia, mate.
Yeah, but I mean, these are not shipping containers.
Well, they're shipping containers that have been cut
They
apart to
were.
use the parts. Yep,
Yeah, they were. But look at this one. Just stack four of them on
yep.
top of each other. That's four right there. I mean, super clever.
Actually, it was 6, but that's okay.
Well, because there were two in the back. But I'm just saying, what
Correct.
you're looking at in the face was four. And
Yeah.
they had two going farther back. But yeah, just
Oh,
stack
look
them
at the
together.
moose. There's moose out there.
Those aren't moves.
That's a horse. That's a moo.
Not a move.
Horse, moo.
Not a move.
Think they're both horses?
No, it's not a move.
All right. Oh, interesting.
You like how they cut that one on an angle?
Exactly. Okay, here's
This
the
was
thing.
good. Oh, it looks
You-
like shipping containers.
This
That
is
one's
really right. I like that. Now, here's my question. You save money on materials because you could buy the shipping containers relatively inexpensive compared to
cool.
buying steel.
With all the other
However,
stuff you're putting in there, I don't know.
right, you still have all the labor of disassembling, cutting, rewelding. Ah,
Yeah, you're grinding it down, you're reworking it, but these are cool houses.
yeah.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. I think there's one more cool one. Yeah, look at this one up on the stilts.
Yeah, that is pretty nifty.
That is the way to be.
It looks like
Well,
there are steps leading down. I wonder if this is. Oh, yeah, it's on the ocean. So
yeah.
yeah, you could probably go up through this ladder here down to the ground and go to the ocean. Oh,
Yeah,
yep,
look
there
at
we
that.
go. There's water in
Yeah,
the
the driveway,
background.
yep, there's the driveway out there. Look at that. So cool. Look at a stove to heat the thing. Very cool. Look at that one. Look at the
Yeah,
Arizona house. It's huge.
two two car garage.
Yeah,
Hey, K line. That's right
I
here in
know.
Burlington by me.
I like when they leave that stuff on there. Or
Yeah,
they probably repaint it. They don't leave it on there.
that's interesting looking.
Yeah, that's in Missouri. I don't know. I don't know if I want to live in that house. I mean, hey, look, the prison stripe house.
Exactly.
Look at
All
this one.
right. See, this almost looks like a log home.
Yeah, crazy, huh?
Yep. Considering it's in Colorado, that's probably why it looks like a log home.
And you could look these up because most of these are at Airbnbs. You can stay in them.
Right.
Then you spend that kind of money, but they're going to be pretty expensive. That one just
All
stack it
right.
diagonally on top. So they're pretty cool, though, don't you think?
They are. All right. Well, that was good.
Yeah.
Stop
Well,
share.
yeah,
Boof.
he stopped sharing.
I did because we were down to the end.
Yeah.
So,
So what
okay.
else do we have? Do we have anything else that's good? Anything else for a robot?
Let's see. Oh, for a robot. What would a robot be good with?
I don't know. Just
Uh,
look at the next subject.
I'm
Just say the
going through
subject. I'll
them.
tell you what the story's about.
All right. How about flying over water?
No.
Not to do that one. Okay. How about these are all of Scott's favorites. He's probably going to leave right now and go buy some plant-based seafood 3D printed.
Bingo. Because we know how much you love seafood.
Because if I see food, I eat it. But if I
No,
used to swim, I don't.
you don't like seafood. But they're 3D printing seafood.
Oh my God, that does not look appetizing.
I know. Share that. That's a good one. This is a good one,
Ah.
especially since you can see it live.
All right. Let me go back to share screen
Yep.
and make sure I get on the right one.
Yep. And then share. There it is.
All right.
Okay. So those shrimp, I think those are shrimp. They are supposed to be shrimp. Those are 3D printed.
Yeah. It says shrimps.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
That's not
It
that good.
says plant-based shrimp. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Blech. It almost reminds me. Do you remember the movie Quigley Down Under?
No. I know it was a whatchamacallit was in it. The Dan Tana. No. What the hell's his name? Was in it. Got the mustache. Not Dan Tana.
Well, yeah. How about from Blue Bloods?
Yeah, what's his name?
Because you did that, I'm having a brain fart. Tom Selleck.
Tom Selleck. Yeah.
Right. Tom Selleck
Magnum PI. Magnum
the
PI.
crazy and the crazy Nora
Right,
crazy
slow
Cora
down.
crazy
Show
Nora
more.
whatever.
Show more.
Yeah. We'll skip that. Oh
Those
look,
kind
see
of look like shrimp.
now it looks more like giant shrimp. Yep.
Right. But the first one, no. But
Oh, that's all that was in here. Okay.
that was all I was in it. But yeah, so you want to go get a 3D printer? But that's the 3D printer there. That's not a grill.
No,
That's the
it's
3D
3D printer, right?
Isn't that funny?
Okay. So shrimp market was valued at 68 billion in 22.
Yeah, that's the market. So that's why they're going to try and print some.
With 7.6
cheaper.
million tons of shrimp harvested. Wow. Okay. I
It's
get it.
A lot. It's a lot.
It is a lot.
We need another story.
All right. Yeah, we're only at quarter after, so.
Well, you're burning through these stories, man.
Well, I'm skipping a bunch because there's so many here. I want to see if there's something that really flicks my trigger.
Well,
okay. Yes, we're going to go to one that's been here and we keep passing up because we never get to it. We're going to do the signs. I like signs. Yes, I know I have to share again.
They're always there for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those signs are always, make sure you delete the ones that we
notice you're
did.
using an ad blocker. Panda is working.
Yeah, just say no thanks or whatever. Or say keep using without disabling it. There's a button that says keep using it without. There's a choice. In that box,
Uh,
there's a choice.
all I
Read the
have is
box out
yes,
loud.
I'll whitelist. That's all that's here.
There's no X.
No X.
I don't know what browser you're in then.
Continue with
But,
ad light experience. Let's see what that does. Okay, here we go.
yeah.
Are we showing? Do you see it?
No, it's not shared. You didn't share it.
I didn't share it.
No, you didn't. You never clicked down there. You were so busy that it
Okay,
popped up like that. You were like, oh no.
how's that? Coming across now?
Yeah, I can see it, but you just
This
whatever.
this
Yeah.
one is specifically for you, Steve, as you're a robot.
Well, I'm already around. We've already done me.
Before we work on artificial intelligence, why don't we do something about natural stupidity?
We did. We wrote a movie called Idiocracy.
Yes, we did. All right, warning, frequency of human bear encounters. Hikers, please take extra precautions and wear little noisy bells on clothing to give advance warning and avoid surprising the animals. We also suggest carrying pepper spray in case of an encounter with a bear. Be vigilant for fresh bear activity and distinguish between black bear and grizzly bear feces. Black bear feces are smaller and contain lots of berries and squirrelful. Now, this is where I know it's going to be good. Grizzly bear shit has bells in it and smells like pepper spray. Yeah!
Happy hiking.
All right. Please remember, these are kids. Coaches are volunteers. Umpires are human. Do not play for the Yankees, or you do
You
not
do
play
not
for the
play for.
Yankees.
So I did that when I was coaching soccer. I put
Yep.
during one of the playoffs, I put up a fence in an area, like a cordoned off area with cones, and I put in reserved for MLS talent scouts. And then I put another one up there that says reserved for FIFA talent scouts. And the parents goes, "You got them to come out?" And I go, "No, your kid's not that good. Lighten up."
That's right. Okay. Detention notice. Threw lamp at another student and told him to lighten the fuck up. There we go.
So he got in trouble for swearing.
That's what he did. Okay. Free belly rubs with exams. Sorry, pets only. Okay.
No. Read the whole
And
thing.
Jason I had a thing pop up and blocked the Jason Momoa thing.
Stop clicking on it. Pay attention to what you're doing.
Yeah, free belly rubs with exams. Sorry, pets only. And Jason Momoa.
Oh, you froze. All right, well, you locked up, so I don't know if I'm hearing you, but it says free belly rubs with exams. Sorry, pets only, and Jason Momoa.
Okay, my internet connection is unstable. Yay!
Yep.
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
All right, danger area closed. Extreme grizzly bear hazard. But they look so adorable.
Yeah, look, he's just chewing on the sign and playing on the rope.
Have you seen the movie or the TV show Ghost yet?
The British version or the American version?
The American version.
No, I've only seen the British version. Yeah, I've seen both versions.
Yeah, Flower wanted to hug the grizzly bear when she was stoned, which is, of course, why she got killed and why she's a ghost. Mom said alcohol is your enemy. Jesus said, love your enemy. Case closed. Cheers. All right. My mind is like my internet browser. 19 tabs are open. 3 of them are frozen. And I have no idea where the music is coming from. You know something? That can be true.
That is how you run this show.
Well, sort of. So. All right. I have kittens. Toilet paper in the top drawer. Again, we have discussed this particular thing in the past.
Yes, that's why people who have cats put the roll with the paper going over the top, going to the back.
Yeah, well, right. It goes along the wall versus in the front. Right. Otherwise, it's all through the house.
Yep.
All right. Notice regarding the cat. We are aware that the cat is frequently in the frequently in the health center, and we do all we can to remove it, but it comes back every time there's an opportunity to do so. Please do not touch the cat, and if you do, then you will do so at your own risk.
There you go.
Cat likes this seat, doesn't it? The violence store. Okay. Jazz drummer wanted. Must know. 1. T. Oh, okay. That's the noise drums make. Got it. No cowbell. Okay, that's good. Jeffrey,
So
are you still?
jazz is with the brushes.
Yep. Yep.
Never mind. Yeah, there you
go. Okay. Jeffrey Dahmer said tattoos taste terrible. Stay safe from cannibals. Get more tattoos. Okay. Very disturbing, but it's obviously for Halloween, so that's cool. Purple marker missing. Please return it ASAP. No.
Written in the purple marker.
Yep. My husband and I both have a cold. Only difference, I'm cleaning, he's dying. So true. I'll tell you something. It meant to have an arm lopped off, and they just go, damn, let's go to the hospital and get this sewed up. You know, they get a cold, and they're like the biggest babies in the world. I should know because I'm one of them. I love you from my head to my toes. It's tomatoes with spelled properly. That's cool. Don't care how much candy you take, but if you have a hot single mom, leave her number. Love your future dad. Okay, that's disturbing too.
That could be your Halloween.
Yeah.
When you put the ball out there.
All right. Here is a sign with a ginormous bull on top of it. Also not real. Free throat punch when you order pumpkin spiced ribs. Yeah. Hamburger helper only works if the hamburger is ready to accept that it needs help.
That's right.
Now, the one thing I do like about this is that there is, in the bottom corner of this picture, Wimpy from Popeye with his tray full of hamburgers.
No, so hang on. You know the joke, right? The psychiatrist. How many light bulb or how many psychiatrists does it take to change a light bulb?
I've heard that before, yes.
Yeah, 1, but the light bulb has to want to change.
Yes. Oh, look at this. You honk, we drink. Now, that could lead to trouble.
You just drive around the block.
There you go. Here's an older couple walking into a facility of some sort. On the guy's shirt, it says, drink till you want me. Her shirt says, I can't drink that much. Okay. Oh, my God. Look at all those cucumbers. That's a lot of cucumbers. Happy Valentine's Day. Wait a minute. Oh, I get it.
Wow.
That's a very naughty idea, but only the adults theoretically would catch on.
You know that was a mistake, right?
You think it's a mistake?
Somebody was decorating Valentine's around all the stuff, but it was a happy coincidence. Let's put it that way.
There you go. Vegan dildo. See? All right. This shirt is sending mixed messages. Never quit. Do your best.
No.
Yeah, that is kind of a mix. Never do your best. Quit. There we go. Never do your best. Quit. That's where the mixed message. Yeah, it's supposed to be never quit. Do your best. Okay. If you are grouchy, irritable, or just plain mean, there will be a $10 charge for putting up with you. Now, the signboard is gluten-free. Oh, that's kind of funny. I have seen this sign all over the place. It's very popular. Okay. This one here has 2 skeletons sitting at a table with beer. We're going to sit here and drink beer until we understand women.
How do you spell until?
Oh, look, there's an extra L. Yep, UNTIL is all it needs. So they blew that one, but that's okay. Good catch.
Is that it?
State of Mind Hysterical Committee in Texas. On this very location on April 12th, 1861, absolutely nothing happened, which is kind of funny because I know where this picture was taken.
Where?
On the front wall of a Texas roadhouse, because they all have this sign.
There you go.
All right. Hey, look, Celine Dion, My Heart Will Go On. But that's not a picture of Celine Dion or even one of her covers. What the heck is that? This one I do not get. Do you get it? Oh,
Satan.
I wrote alternate lyrics about my dead goldfish to My Heart Will Go On when I was 12. There you go. All right. No climbing or sitting on ducks. This is a picture of a sign of a person riding a duck, as in quack, quack, not the boats in Wisconsin Dells. Large print audiobooks. Wait a minute. That's kind of weird, right?
Yeah. Well, you got to put the two. You got to put two sections next to each other. So you just get large print audiobooks.
All right. Here's a thermostat. Before turning the heat on, do you have socks on? Yes or no. Long sleeve shirt? Yes or no. Underwear pants? Yes or no. See your breath? No or yes. Now, if you answered yes the first 3 times and no the last time, it means no heat needed. If you answered no, 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 and yes on it's get dressed. I get it.
Don't turn the heat on. Either get dressed or you don't need that heat.
That's what it means. Long way of doing it, though. Egyptian strawberries. Try one. They're great. They look a lot like hot peppers to me.
Red hot peppers.
So, but actually, if you think about it, have you ever had Egyptian food? It's pretty damn spicy. All right, a bath mat. Best on your floor, bath mat. Super absorbent. So what I am seeing is a bath mat on the floor with this sign on top of it. Yeah.
Best on your floor.
Yeah.
Where would you put a bath mat?
On the floor.
Well, it's best on the floor, but where would you put it?
It's the only place I'd put it. Well, I'd put it in a closet once in a while, but.
Well, it's best on your floor, but where would you put it?
Yeah. Weird.
Because it's best on the floor.
Yeah, best on the floor. Farmer's wife. Yes, he is working. No, I don't know when he'll be home. Yes, we're still married. No, he's not imaginary.
That one's dumb. You're going to keep going, aren't you?
Didn't it say there was an extra number? I think we're already in the 20s. Oh, we'll do this as the last one because I just saw what time it is. Do not feed or molest gators. Gators cannot be tamed, and feeding them can result in their mistaking a hand for a handout. Florida law prohibits the feeding or molesting of alligators. It's a $500 fine. So I don't.
While we're on the golf course, I'm not allowed to. It's your golf ball now.
It certainly is. Do you remember when I visited the other Steve when he was still in the Air Force down in Louisiana and we were playing softball? I'm pretty sure I told you the story.
Go for it. Our listeners haven't heard it.
Oh, that's true. Anyway, went down to visit him.
Scott, this isn't a story a show just for you and I. Although I know you believe that. That's what we tell the listeners.
So, but anywho's, Steve was in the not you, the other Steve was in the Air Force, and he was at Edwards Air Force Base, Alexandria, Louisiana, which is Bayou country. So, anywho's, went down there to visit him.
That's not by me. Edwards Air Force Base by me is in California.
Yes, that's different.
Edwards Air Force Base in the Bayou is by you, not by me.
Oh, I get it. So, anywho's, I was out in the outfield because they had their own pitcher, even though that's what I was good at was the pitching, but they put me in the outfield. And like in the third inning or whatever, one of the guys popped one over the fence where I was at. And I ran to the fence and I was getting ready to jump over it to go get the ball, right? Because it went over the fence. It was only a, standard 3 foot, 4 foot, whatever chain link fence like you would have around your normal yard. Everybody's yelling at me, don't jump over the fence. So I stopped and I turned around and go, why? He says, turn around and look. And I look and there's 6 gators out there and they're just there. You don't see them unless you look for them, but they were there. And there were probably 36 old softballs out there because nobody goes and gets them.
Well, they're like, thank you.
Yeah.
We'll play with those later.
That's right. That was just very funny. So, and since they don't really get winter down there, it's not like the gators hibernate and they can go get their balls. No. But anyway, you know what time it is, right?
You see how short their arms are? They have a hard time getting their balls.
Okay. It's time for our word of the week.
All right, so I'm leaving it up to you to go through and take all the subjects that you did out.
Okay.
So
I can do
give
that.
us a clean thing for next week.
Sure.
But the show. But what is our word of the week for this week?
Fartlek.
Say that again.
Fartlek.
Say that again.
Fartlek.
I don't understand what you're saying. Say the first part.
Fart.
Say the second part. Lack.
Lek. L-E-K. Fartlek.
Like lack, like lacking in something?
No.
You're lacking in farting? Fart lacking?
Well, sort of. Sort of. You're very close on this. Since you can't see the screen, what do you think this word means?
It means you can't fart.
It does not, but that's close.
It means they're silent but deadly.
It's kind of like that too. But again, no. Are you ready for the real meaning of the word?
It is the chemical that is in the fart that makes it smell like sulfur.
Now, the thing that I get a kick out of is this word was chosen for obviously some kind of a reason, but it does not seem to matter.
Well, you chosen it, so
to the meaning.
What reason did you choose it for?
This is an activity runners do when they change between sprinting and jogging.
They fart? It gives them the extra power? I'm just jogging and they go forward?
I couldn't find any more information on this, but I was.
So what you're saying is the information we have is half-assed?
Yes, very true, very true. So, but
that's where farts come from.
In my brain, that it's the noise that your shoes make or whatever when you're running, sprinting, and it's very constant. And then all of a sudden you have to slow down.
What's the sound of a fartlek?
I don't know, Steve. I've never done one.
You just did it. You just did it. Do it again.
Did you hear it?
Do it again. No, you said you do it with your mouth. Do it again. Do it again. No.
I don't remember what I did. I didn't do anything. But when you change, yeah.
Oh, God.
Sorry, Steve. So anyway, end the show, Steve. I did? I don't remember doing that.
Play the show back.
I can't do it. We're still
on
the show.
We'll wait.
It doesn't work that way. I got to disconnect. It's got to go through that whole thing. So
we'll wait. Go ahead.
All right, Steve. Thanks for being on our show, Steve.
Do the sound effect again.
I don't remember what I did.
Well, do a sound with your mouth. That sounds like you were running. Here it is. See?
Is that what I did? Okay.
That's fart lacking.
Okay.
I still have no idea what it is.
It's an activity runners do when they change. I don't think it has anything to do with sound. I think it's just the terminology of the changeover of their pace. It's the only thing I could think of. Because it's when they change between sprinting and jogging.
So when you're running, when you're walking, you're going. And when you jog,
I guess so. Sure. We'll go with that, Steve. So anyway, before we freak out, everybody, do your ending.
I don't want to do my ending, but thank you for watching.
And if you feel our show is not a bad life decision.
You want to keep talking, and then you realize I did the ending. That's so funny. Please subscribe, watch other shows and channels. Go down there again to whatever.world. Connect up with Scott's social media. I will try and post something. My goal is every year to get a picture of an alligator on the golf course.
Okay.
Blue Island is the best place to go, and that's where we'll be golfing tomorrow, but we're not golfing there. So right. I don't know if I'm going to get a gator or not.
Your golf clubs might be golfing there.
Oh, I have my golf clubs. Okay. I'm here. I leave. This is why I leave a day early. Like I said, there's no All it costs you is 1 day extra of hotel stay. You don't have to golf. Come in, relax, get used to the time zone, be here, acclimate yourself for 1 day, and then boom, 5 days in a row of golf. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's a lot. I don't know why people don't do that. Like I said, if you had to take an extra day off of work or something like that, that'd be different.
I'm still trying to figure out why you're golfing in Florida.
Because it's only 40 degrees in Vegas. It's 70 here, 70 and 80 here.
Okay. I would have thought the Carolinas would have been better golfing, but
No. It's rainy and windy and cold. Look it up.
Okay.
This is probably the only place right now that's got decent enough weather where you could get golfing.
Yeah, we've been golfing here for 3 weeks already.
Yeah, but that's not normal.
No, it's not normal. We should have a foot of snow on the ground.
So I won't be booking that for next year.
Okay.
But I want you to live every day and go golfing in Florida. And we'll see you on the next show.
Be genuinely positive, live and love life, and have yourself an absolutely fantastic good one.
Be crazy, and you still amaze me.